Dear students, good evening. Now we are going for the alkali metal and their properties, how they are going to alkali metals and their properties, how they are going to act and what is their characteristics. Okay. Now we are going to, we are seeing it here. Here these are the inert gas, that is zero group, that is the helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. Okay. The configuration, the electron number is, that is 2, that is number of, element number 2, 10, 18, 36 and 54 and 86. Now just see the number for the alkali metal is, next one is lithium, the number is 3 at here. Next one is sodium 11, potassium 19, radium 37 and cesium 55, francium 87. These are all have just one atomic number greater than the inert gas. That means they are happy to release one electron and want to form their inert gas configuration near to that. Like this, see, lithium, the metal number is, the element number is 3. Hence, the configuration is 2, 1, 1s2 and 2s1. Okay, the configuration is 2, 1 configuration called as electron configuration. So this is the valency electron. This is the valence electron. Hence it easily wants to release this valence electron and want to become a helium configuration and easily forms a electropositive compound, electropositive element. Okay, easily form electropositive element. That is the characteristics of the alkali metals. Similarly, sodium, it has a atomic number 11. The atomic configuration is, electron configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, second valence, second orbit, and 3s1. Again it is s orbital, again it is coming 1. Okay, so again it will lost this, it wants to lose this electron and forms 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. This is a inert gas configuration of the neon. So it wants to become a neon electron configuration to become a saturated compound. Similarly, if you can take potassium, that is 19, then it is 2, 8, 1s2, 2s2, 8, 3s2 and 3p6. Okay, and 4s1. So 2, 8, 8, 1. The config here also one electron is greater than, one electron is much more, and it easily lost this electron and wants to become a configuration of the argon. So this is the configuration like that, and the compounds are easily become a electropositive compounds. That is the reason alkali metals are the good electropositive metals and easily can donate electron, and it easily makes a reaction with the other compounds. Now, what are the good and much available ores in the nature? Ores of the alkali metals. Basically, for lithium, we have spodumene and lepidolite. We have these two are ores are basically nothing. These are the competitive bits. These are the all competitive bits. One is spodumene, second one is lepidolite. This is spodumene. Spodumene is nothing but lithium aluminum silicate. It is nothing but lithium LiAlSiO2. Lithium aluminum silicate. Twice. Spodumene. This is the ore for the lithium. This is one of the ready available in the nature. This is one of the lithium ore. But in India, this is very less actually. Lithium ion battery is one of the important ore basically, and costliest and highly useful ore actually. Costliest, highly useful ore. Lepidolite. And lepidolite is also one of the high yielding lithium compound, that is double molecules, everything. Lithium aluminum Li2 Al2 SiO3 with some amount of fluorine hydroxide. With some amount of fluorine hydroxide. It contains some amount of fluorine hydroxide, FOH. It contains some amount of fluorine hydroxide. So these two are the, one is spodumene, second one is lepidolite. Lepidolite is nothing but a lithium aluminum sulfate with fluorine hydroxide, and spodumene is lithium aluminum silicate. Basically, this is high yield. Lepidolite is the high yield lithium compound. Spodumene is the somehow, it is also good, but the yielding of this capacity is very low. Okay. Now the sodium ores, Na, sodium. Sodium ores are borax. It's called as Tincal, Trona, Chile saltpeter, and mirabilite. I would like to write it here. Borax. It is called as Tincal. Sodium borate, Na2. B4O7 with some water molecules. Sodium borate is called as Tincal. It is called as borax. This is one of the sodium high available ore. Now you can ask a question that, sir, it is easily available in the ocean water, sea water. Then what is the requirement in UV to excavate all these things? See, these are the forms actually which was formed in the nature, like hills, like rocks, like thing. We are going to talking about the rock salt, Chile saltpeter. I am going to telling that rock salt. We are telling na Chile saltpeter. Chile saltpeter. That is nothing but sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate, Chile saltpeter. And you can say that is mirabilite, sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate. And Truna. That is sodium carbide and sodium bicarbonate combination, both salts. That is sodas, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate. This is naturally available. It is actually, this is a ore. This is a naturally available compound, that is Trona. It contains both sodas, sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. It contains both sodas. So that is called as Trona. Like potassium, that is sylvite, that is potassium chloride. Like silcinite, that is sodium chloride and potassium chloride, which is available in the seawater. Like that actually. Carnallite, double salt. We are using in the laboratory, carnallite. So carnallite is important actually. Carnallite. For potassium, carnallite is one of the salt. It is called as double salt. This is a question, actually. This is an important question. It is an important bit. And so many times it was asked in the entrance exam. Potassium chloride, magnesium chloride combination is called as carnallite. Potassium chloride dot magnesium chloride with water molecule combination. See, the thing is that if naturally it is available in the nature as a ore, water molecule is a common combination because it is in the nature. So nature will always attract the water, that is as a moisture. Okay. Now the physical properties of alkali metals are, they are appearing as silver like thing. So they are appearing like silver metal like. They are shining like silver. And they are all metals but soft, light metals. They are all soft and light metals. Appearing like silver color, soft, light. Soft and light. And bonding capacity is high bonding capacity, increasing. Bonding capacity increases from top to bottom. The bonding capacity of these alkali metals increases in the group from the top to bottom due to its element size. From sodium, from lithium, it is small size. Greater than the sizes are increasing due to their elements number as well as the electron size, electron yield, electron rush, you can say, electron number of electrons. The thing, due to that reason, the size increases. While their size increases, the nucleus power on the valency electron is less. So easily it will release the valency electron. So that is the reason it makes a good reaction. In the nature, actually, it makes a reaction with the air. Like, see, alkali metals, while reacting with the metals, it falls 2MO, M2O, you can say. 2M2O is the reaction. Means, for example, if you take sodium molecule with oxygen, will always form Na2O, sodium oxide. Na2O is the sodium oxide. So to balancing this, actually, you can say like that, 2NaO2. Like you can take 2 sodium, that is also 2Na2O. Like that. But in nature, actually, in air, in nature, open atmosphere, this reaction will not stop at here. Why? Because there is moisture is also available, there is carbon dioxide is also available, there is chlorine is also available, there is other gases also available. But in this, actually, the alkali metals will quickly act with the oxygen as well as the moisture. This metal oxide, M2O, will attract water molecule and generate heat and form metal hydroxide. Here, this reaction will always generate good amount of heat. That is the reason, if sodium plain metal, if you are going to keep in the water, that always make a chit sound. Means it is just like burning. It generates heat. That is the reason sodium will not keep in the water. Just remind this point. Sodium will not keep in the water. Don't keep in water. It always keep in the petrol pump compounds like kerosene, like other compounds like ethyl alcohols, in kerosene like things. Petrol compounds. It always keep in the petrol compounds, not in the water. Like alkali metals are highly reactive with the water. This is what alkali metals highly reactive with water. Highly reactive with water. That is the one of the important point and bit. So that is the reason alkali metals will not keep in the water. Okay. If this compound in the nature, it will attract the further carbon dioxide easily. That MOH will attract carbon dioxide and forms sodium carbonate, metal carbonates and water molecule. Metal carbonates, it is always make metal carbonates. For example, sodium hydroxide will react with carbon dioxide and form Na2CO3 plus water molecule. So this is what the chain reaction like thing. Sodium, if you are going to take sodium in the atmosphere, if you are going to put the sodium in the atmosphere, the final product will be sodium carbonate, metal carbonate. This is a entrance exam question. This is a entrance exam question. If you are going to keep sodium in a open atmosphere, what is the end product? What is the end product? That is called as sodium carbonate, because it has a capability to react continuously, and sodium carbonate is a soda. That means it is a end product. It is an inert product. It will not react further. So sodium carbonate is the final product. Further, if you are going to react with it in the acids and alcohol like C2H5OH plus metal, it will react with and form with the water, and C2H5OM and hydrogen molecule will come out. This hydrogen molecule will go up. Okay. For example, C2H5OH plus sodium will give sodium, means it is ethanol. Sodium ethanol means that is called as sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide. So if it is going to react with a acid, forms salt. So 2HCl plus Na always gives salt and releases hydrogen. These are the compounds. These are the characteristics of the alkali metals. These are the characteristics of the alkali metals. But the thing is that just go to understand the thing. It is a highly reactive with water molecule from the lithium to cesium. Okay. So the thing is that see, cesium and francium, it is reactive with the lithium. Sodium, the reaction is phi speed. Potassium, the reaction is more speed with the water. Radium, the reaction is a highly speed. Cesium, it is a blasting reaction. With the water, cesium is a blasting reaction. This is what, some of the areas actually cesium is a blasting. It automatically catch fire. While cesium is getting contact with the water, it automatically catch fire. That is the speed it is getting the reaction. So the alkali metals are highly reactive with the water molecules, and the reactive capability is increased from top to bottom, okay, in the group. So friends, students, tomorrow we are going to understand the alkali earth metals. Okay, good night.